What if I told you that your morning coffee is more than just a wake-up call, but a powerful ally for your brain health? This isn't just casual talk. After spending a month examining dozens of studies, I've pieced together compelling evidence that shows how coffee dramatically enhances brain function. Could your daily cup even help fend off diseases like Alzheimer's? Join me as we explore the unexpected ways coffee is truly your brain's best friend. Now let's dive into the rich history of coffee's benefits, starting with its brain-boosting antioxidants. Did you know that coffee is one of the biggest sources of antioxidants in the Western diet, even outpacing fruits and vegetables? That's right. Every time you sip your morning brew, you're not just getting caffeine, but a powerful cocktail of antioxidants. These antioxidants, like hydroxycinnamic acids and polyphenols, aren't just fancy words. They fight off the damage to your brain cells caused by free radicals. This kind of damage is linked to aging and all sorts of diseases. So every cup of coffee you drink could be protecting your brain from this damage, helping to keep your cognitive functions sharp as you age. But where did this all start? Well, coffee's journey began in Ethiopia, where it was discovered, according to legend, by a goat herder who noticed his goats prancing energetically after eating coffee cherries. From these humble beginnings, coffee has traveled across the world, becoming a staple in our daily lives and an intriguing subject for countless studies examining its health benefits. So how does coffee actually improve your brain function? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of how caffeine, coffee's main ingredient, works its magic on your brain. When you drink coffee, caffeine quickly enters your bloodstream and heads straight for your brain, where it starts a fascinating process. Caffeine looks a lot like a chemical in your brain called adenosine, which normally slows down brain activity and makes you feel tired. Here's the kicker. Caffeine blocks the adenosine receptors, preventing this slowdown and making you feel alert instead. This blocking action is like a light switch. It helps your neurons fire more actively and boosts your brain's energy. The result? You feel more awake and your reaction times can get faster. But there's more to it than just feeling awake. Caffeine also increases the levels of other neurotransmitters in your brain, like dopamine and norepinephrine. This effect enhances your mood, which is why, after a cup of coffee, you might feel more upbeat and ready to tackle the day. Ever noticed how you can think more clearly and quickly after that first cup of coffee in the morning? This is why coffee doesn't just keep you awake, it makes your brain sharper, helping you to solve problems faster and remember things better. Have you ever wondered why some people say they can't start their day without coffee? Now you know they're not just waking up their bodies, they're getting their brains in gear too. Next time you grab that morning coffee, remember, it's not just chasing away the sleep, it's setting up your brain for success. So how does coffee actually improve your brain function? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of how caffeine, coffee's main ingredient, works its magic on your brain. When you drink coffee, caffeine quickly enters your bloodstream and heads straight for your brain, where it starts a fascinating process. Caffeine looks a lot like a chemical in your brain called adenosine, which normally slows down brain activity and makes you feel tired. Here's the kicker. Caffeine blocks the adenosine receptors, preventing this slowdown and making you feel alert instead. This blocking action is like a light switch. It helps your neurons fire more actively and boosts your brain's energy. The result? You feel more awake and your reaction times can get faster. But there's more to it than just feeling awake. Caffeine also increases the levels of other neurotransmitters in your brain, like dopamine and norepinephrine. This effect enhances your mood, which is why, after a cup of coffee, you might feel more upbeat and ready to tackle the day. Ever noticed how you can think more clearly and quickly after that first cup of coffee in the morning? This is why. Coffee doesn't just keep you awake. It makes your brain sharper, helping you to solve problems faster and remember things better. Have you ever wondered why some people say they can't start their day without coffee? Now you know, they're not just waking up their bodies, they're getting their brains in gear too. Next time you grab that morning coffee, remember, it's not just chasing away the sleep, it's setting up your brain for success. Continuing on, let's tackle the question of the optimal times to enjoy your coffee for the best brain boost. Did you know that timing your coffee intake can enhance its brain-boosting effects? Studies suggest that drinking coffee during your body's peak cortisol production times, typically between 9:30 a.m. and 11:30 a.m., may reduce its effectiveness because cortisol is naturally alerting your body. However, Timing your coffee breaks for mid-morning or early afternoon around 10 a.m. or between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. can maximize the cognitive benefits by synchronizing with your natural body rhythms. This smart timing helps you get the most alertness and focus from your coffee when you really need it. Now, onto a critical question. Can drinking coffee prevent neurological diseases like Alzheimer's? Current research is quite hopeful. For instance, several longitudinal studies have shown a correlation between regular coffee consumption and a decreased risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's diseases. This is believed to be due to coffee's ability to enhance brain connectivity and reduce the buildup of harmful proteins linked to these diseases. It's like coffee helps keep your brain's cleaning system working efficiently, which could potentially guard against these serious conditions. However, with all these positives, we must also consider the risks. Drinking too much coffee can lead to side effects like insomnia, jitteriness, and increased heart rate, which can be particularly problematic for your mental health. Especially for those who are sensitive to caffeine, it's crucial to monitor your intake and listen to your body's signals. Too much of a good thing can become bad, impacting not just sleep, but also anxiety levels, making you feel more stressed instead of alert. Lastly, it's essential to balance your coffee intake with an awareness of its impact on overall physical health. For example, while moderate coffee consumption is linked to lower risks of liver disease and type 2 diabetes, excessive consumption could pose risks to heart health due to elevated blood pressure over time. By the way, if you've ever wondered how coffee can enhance an athlete's performance during their training sessions or competitions, you might find our next video quite enlightening. We dive into the science behind caffeine's energizing effects and how it's being used by top athletes to boost their endurance and performance. Make sure you check it out to uncover the secrets behind coffee as the secret fuel of athletes. In wrapping up, remember that coffee, when consumed wisely, can be a tremendous ally for your brain health and overall well-being. Moderation is key. Enjoying your coffee at the right times and in the right amounts can help maximize its benefits while minimizing potential risks. Always aim to keep your coffee drinking habits in check to ensure they contribute positively to your health journey.